Welcome back viewers. In today's video we are going to check out the Debian Bookworm XFCE Desktop. So this is the greater screen of the Debian XFCE Desktop. You have got the default X session and the XFCE session. In the accessibility features, large text, high contrast and screen reader is there. There is no on-screen keyboard available. And this is the calendar and this is the power menu. So let us log in with the user and the user password. So it just follows the tradition of Debian. So in Debian, you got the top bar or top panel, and the bottom there is a dock. So all the XFCE editions of Debian have got this, because in some Linux distributions the dock is not used. Only the top panel is brought down and the dock disappears. But here it has maintained the tradition of having a dock at the bottom. So this is the application menu. You can see it here. Then there are 4 workspaces. This is the network manager. You have got a simple volume control and as well as a microphone control, and there is a link to the audio mixer. This is the notification settings, notifications area, and the D&D toggle is there. This is the battery menu, so you can change the power settings, and there is a toggle for the presentation mode. This is the calendar, XFCE calendar, and at the end you have got the menu for locking screen, switching user, suspend, shutdown and logout. And on the desktop you have got trash can, file system, and the home folder is there. At the bottom there is minimize all windows button. The XFCE terminal is there. The XFCE file manager is there. You can see it here, Punar file manager. Version is 4.18.4. so this is the latest XFCE edition. So now in Debian, most of the desktops are right there with the latest stable versions. So Debian has caught up with other Linux distributions in this Bookworm release. So you are not ages behind other Linux distributions, and this will help to gain popularity with the users. So earlier Debian was lagging in popularity. It was in the distro watch, it was below 8 position, 8 up to 12 or 15. Now it has come up to 8. I think it is now 6th also. So I think with this new Bookworm release, the popularity of Debian will increase. Maybe it will go up to 4th or 5th rank also. I am very much optimistic that it will rise up further, at least 1 or 2 ranks further. This is the application finder, so you can search for the applications. What happens is, after some time, when you start using a new desktop, more and more applications are installed by the users, and it becomes difficult to find the applications, because not all applications can be displayed on the desktop itself. So they remain deep inside the application menu, so you have to search. So you can directly search it from here, from the dock, any applications. And this is the folder menu, or the where you can open folder, open in terminal, create folder, all those things are there. There is directly links to the document, downloads, music. These are all the user folders, so direct link is there. Now let us go over to the applications. So the terminal emulator, file manager, mail reader, web browser and run application are the favorites. This is the settings menu. So first thing what we will do is, we will just go to the display and increase the resolution. That is the resolution, correct one. So I think this should work. Yes, not this. We will further check whether any other resolution is available. Yes, this one should be perfect. Yes. Now we will keep this resolution. So the desktop looks very gorgeous. The wallpaper is one of the fantastic wallpapers. It's very subtle, beautiful wallpaper. Now what we will do is, let us go and check out the different applications available. So you got application finder in the accessories. There are sections. So accessory sections contains the application finder, bulk rename. So you can do the bulk renaming of files using this bulk rename program. Clipboard manager is there, mousepad is there, screenshot taker is there, sensor viewer is there. So if you got sensors like temperature sensor, your fan speed sensor, all those sensors can be viewed from here. That is the sensor viewer. So it shows you all the different sensors. You can see here types of sensor are there. So ACPI is there. So once you install the different sensor and their drivers, those will be visible here. These are the tachometers, what I have told you, the fan speed sensor. So those come under the tachometer category, and those will be visible here. So you need to configure this. So those sensors are available in the repos. You have to search the repos for the sensors using the Synaptic package manager, or if you are an expert, you can use the terminal. So in terminal, you need to search by the name. If you know the name, then you can search. But in Synaptic package manager, you can search by different ways. For example, just searching by putting the word sensor, it will show up all the sensors and related packages. In terminal also you can do that, but for the new users, Synaptic package manager is better because you get you can do all the things visually, whereas in terminal it is just a text search. Whereas in Synaptic package man, it is more kind of visual search, so graphical search. So you know you have much better idea. So it is good for the new users. Then there is task manager, the Thunar file manager is there, X archiver, it is XFCE archiver, and the XF burn is there to burn your CDs, DVDs. So let us check out the task manager. So task manager is elongated one. We will make it broader. Yes. Now you can see the CPU usage is just 1%. Processes used are around 220 to 219 processes. Memory usage, you can see 769.7 MB is just memory use is there out of the 3.8 GB. It's very stable and very light desktop, XFCE. I used this XFCE desktop earlier on Debian, and I found it to be very excellent choice to keep the resource usage at the least, and it can run stably for years together. So you won't have any issues with this because there are very less number of upgrades and updates coming to the XFCE desktop itself. So there is very less chance of any insertion of bugs. Now we will go ahead. We will go with the graphics section. In the graphics section, you have got the LibreOffice Draw, Risreto image viewer is there, and the XN is there. So XN is nothing but a scanner utility. So you can scan using this XN. Internet section, only the Firefox ESR is there, and I know the version is must be 103 ESR version. So we will not go again because in last two desktops we have checked. In multimedia, you got the X-Falso, Payroll Media Player, Pulse Audio Volume Control is there, Code Libet is there. I will just show you what is Code Libet. So not now. So it is, I think, let me check what it is. So it is a music player and a music library manager. So you got multiple players in Debian XFCE edition. You can see it here. X-Falso is also, no, X-Falso is a tag editor. So the music or the audio media file tags, you can edit it from the X-Falso. Now in the Office section, you have got the complete LibreOffice suite is there, dictionary is there, and the Attril document viewer is there. And you know the LibreOffice suite is version is I think 7.3 or 7.4. So it is latest stable version. So it is neck to neck with other Linux distributions. In the system, you got the print settings, sensor view is there, Synaptic package manager is there, task manager you already checked out. And there are three terminals: UX terminal, XFCE terminal, and the XTerm is there. This is the Synaptic Package Manager. I will just show you. I will do a separate video on Synaptic Package Manager. It is a subject in itself. It has got a lot of features. It is okay. Maybe it because of the root I have done. Yes. So I had given the root password also in this installation. That's why. So this is the Synaptic Package Manager. So Synaptic Packager, everything is graphical. It is a graphical package manager. You can search for the packages section wise. So there are different sections. It's very extensive. It's a big subject in itself. So maybe once I will take a video series on Synaptic Package Manager and get you around the different features of the Synaptic Package Manager. So I use this Synaptic Package Manager. It is one of my favorites. Now about XFCE, you can see it here, version is 4.18. It is the current stable version. So Debian is as shiny new as any other Linux distribution now. So these are the system version. Then this is the about section of the XFCE. These are the credits, the core developer team, active contributors, servers maintained by, documentation team, server team, previous contributors. There is a long list of previous contributors. The Debian co-maintainers are there, and the copyright statement is there. Okay, so now only thing remaining is the settings. So you got accessibility features. So you can do the accessibility features. You can install assistive technologies. All those things. Configure your keyboard and mouse for accessibility using this application. Advanced network configuration is there. So you can do your configuration from here for networks. Clipboard manager settings are there, so you can do the clipman settings. The clipman is the default clipboard for XFCE edition. So there are actions, history, behavior that can be configured. These are the color profiles, so you can add color profiles to the system using this color profiles application. Right now no color profile is there. You have to install it. Default applications are there, so you can see here the Debian sensible browser is used as a default browser, not the Firefox. You can see here, and the Lynx text browser is also there. You can make it the web browser, default web browser. So it can, this text browser can be used for as a web browser also. And the Mozilla Firefox is there. So the Debian sensible browser is there. So if you click on this, it will open up the sensible browser. Let us take a look at the sensible browser. So I think it is taking some time. No, it is this link is opening up the Mozilla Firefox. And then why this is showing the Debian sensible browser? Let me search. Sensible browser is not there. Debian. It is not there. Browser, I will just search. Clicking on this anyway will open the Mozilla Firefox. I don't know why the sensible browser is not there. It should be there, or maybe the settings they have done like this, but they are not included the sensible browser in the packages while releasing this edition of XFCE. So that is issue. That might be the issue. And in utilities, you can see here the Thunar is the default file manager. Debian X terminal emulator is the default terminal emulator, and others are there. So these are all the different applications that you can make default once. Now we have seen desktop. We will see it. Yes, so there is some crash with the Firefox. These are the panel settings, so you can increase the row size. For example, you can have the bigger panel or a smaller panel. 26 I think is okay. And number of rows also you can increase or decrease. You can make it horizontal or vertical. Horizontal, we can make it as a dash bar. So this is the dash bar. This is how the XFCE panel looks in in MX Linux. So in MX Linux you have got similar panel at the left side, that is a dash bar, and you can change the appearance of the panel also. Dark, light, background, you can use it to have a background image. So you can choose the background also for the panel separately. Okay, so we will go ahead. Power manager. So this is a XFCE power manager. So you can configure the buttons for the different power actions, the appearance of status notification, system tray icon. So now the power menu is there here. System power setting, what to do, whether to have the suspend mode or not, for how much time after the suspend mode will be active, all those things, typical things are there. Security, so you can lock your screen using this. Sessions and startup. So application auto start. So these are the applications. Tick ones are those that have auto startup, and the untick ones will not auto start. So, and these are the default system applications that will auto start. You have got the window manager for the XFCE desktop, that is XFWM4, XFCE settings daemon, XFCE panel, tuner file manager, XF desktop, power manager, and the pulse audio will start. I think this is still having the pulse audio. Yes, others are all the other desktops are using the pipe wire, but I think this is still using pulse audio. We will have to check, because here you can see the pulse audio is in the auto start, configured for the auto start. Let's now, what is text editor settings, window manager settings. So these are the window manager settings. So you can do the different styles. So right now the default theme is there. Let us try to change the theme. So it is changing the theme. You can see it here. We can have some window open. Let us have one window open. So you will get an idea how the themes make a change. So this is how it looks. Cocody, then the Moheli theme is there. So different themes. These are the keyboard shortcuts. Focus, so you can make your system focus on the work, and all other disturbances will go away. So you can see it here. It will focus on the new window directly by default, and the focus model is to focus using the mouse. So if you hover your mouse on a new window, the focus will be there on the new window, and the other windows will go out of the focus. All those kinds of things can be done from here. Anything else? File manager settings. So you can configure the file manager from here. For example, the display view settings, thumbnails, icon view, window view, dates, side pane of the file manager. So you can configure the side pane of the file manager, behavior of the file manager for the navigation, tabs and windows, context menu, file transfer settings, search, folder permissions, everything is there. Execute shell script. So if you enable it here, then only the shell script will be executed. Otherwise, the shell script will be blocked. So this is a security function. Volume management. These are the shortcuts that you can configure. So they come with some standard configuration done, but you can change it from here. Workspaces is there, so you can configure the workspaces. So what I will do is, let us have only 2 workspaces. 4 is not required that much, and the margins between the workspace. So when you have a alter tab, when you see all the workspaces, the margins you can adjust from here. XFCE terminal settings. So terminal settings, drop down settings, appearance settings, colors. So you can change the background colors of the text that is displayed. Everything you can do it from here. Compatibility, auto detect for the key generates, backspace key generates, ambiguous width characters, all these things you can configure it from here. Keyboard settings. So this is all standard keyboard settings. I will not go much in details. Just show you overall because we have already done XFCE Desktop many times. Nothing great and it not big changes are there. Although XFCE is very conservative. It is very stable, but at the same time, very few features come up every time, and the development process is slow. Every 1 or 2 years, there is a big major release is there. Otherwise, things remain the same. So this is the removable drives and media settings. So you can do the defaults for the storage, multimedia, what action will be taken when the audio CD is inserted, video CD is inserted, what is the default action for the detected digital cameras, printers, and the input devices, different input devices. And this is the settings editor. So here you can edit the settings. It is just like I think the decomp editor. You can see it here. So these are the settings for the Thuna volume management, XFCE app finder, XFCE desktop itself, keyboard, mine settings, XFCE for session. So you can do it from here. Then we have seen everything. Now let us head over to the appearance section. So the right now, I think no style is selected by default. We can go with Advaita. Yes. So immediately on selection of Advaita, the panel has turned dark, and you can see here there is change in the icon style. Now we can go over to Advaita dark. So the complete window is now dark. Advaita only the this folder icons get dark. In Advaita dark, everything is dark. High contrast. Now we go back to Advaita. Let us try the different icons. So now the Advaita icon is implemented. The GNOME icons are there. So this was the GNOME dark icons. High contrast. So this is also looks very nice. You can see it here. It will take some time to change the icons. Maybe sometimes a restart is also required, or you have to wait for some time before the all the icons get changed in the application menu. And these are the Tango icons. So Tango icons, I think is my favorite. They look very good. Then let us go change the style. Okay. In the icons, it is still showing the GNOME icons. We change over to the Tango. In fonts, you can see the default sans regular series and monospace regular is the default font. And these are some settings for the menus, buttons, event sounds, and window scaling. So that's it. Not much is there. Now let us try to change the wallpapers. So desktop settings. So there are only the default Debian wallpaper is there with different resolution. But you can install the wallpaper here if you want. There is not much because it is XFCE is very conservative. It doesn't have that many bells and whistles. So you will have to uh, add the wallpapers manually here. Otherwise, the wallpapers are not there. I thought maybe the Debian wallpapers, older Bullseye and all those wallpapers should be there, but they are not there. Okay, menus icons. So that's it. This is the XFCE desktop of Debian Bufom, one of the best Debian releases till date, and it brings Debian neck to neck with other Linux distribution and just a little behind the Arch Linux. So that's great on part of developers to push up all the versions of different desktops and bring it neck to neck with other Linux distribution. And Debian is one of the greatest systems to install on your laptop or desktop workstation, whatever it is. So on this note, I will stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.